Welcome to the ranch. Tonight we have a big project working right here on the cattle chute. This cattle chute is so vital to us and the operation that we have here. And the reason why is because this is how you control 1,000-pound animals, sometimes 2,000 pounds, depending on how big they get. Let me give you a quick overview of how this works. This is the head gate here in the front. It opens and closes so that you have control over the cow. And so as they come in, we have it closed. As we release them, we open it up. The piece in the middle here, you'll see, is used to squeeze them, and it's not meant to hurt, but it's actually meant to calm them down. But the problem that we're having is all the way down here in the back. And this is what I call the tailgate. The tailgate raises and lowers in order to pinch or stop the cow from being able to turn around or back up. The actual issue that we're facing is this tailgate piece here. We had one of the cows kick back and it just snapped in half. And you can see at the bottom it's rusted out. And this is actually a repair that was made from the previous owner. So now we're going to beef it up a little bit. There's a rope that's controlled from the outside of the corral that's connected to that pin. As the pin is slid from pulling the rope, it also pulls the tailgate up and gives access to the cows to the chute. So obviously if the tailgate is broken, the cow is able to push back and the smaller cows will be able to get out. And so that's what we need to make a repair to today. So with my trusty helper back there, AKA the welder for the day, we're going to go ahead and take this out of the chute, take it over to the shop, and do the repair for the day. Let's get moving.
Okay, the old original piece was in such bad shape. What we've done is made a new center bar to go in here. So before we put the new one in, we got to clean off where the old one was attached here, smooth that up, and then we also have to cut this off, smooth it up so that the new bar will fit in there where the old one was.
I think that's bad.
Oh.
This will make some good outtakes.
Is that the chute gate?
I'm not, you can just lay it over there. I'm not going to use it anymore.
One of the things that Dad has come up with is this little scab piece, and we're going to actually put this over this area. As you can see, bring the camera in, there's a hole here. This area was rusted out from the original construction, so we're going to try to add some additional support by putting the piece right here, welding this, and then we're going to put this pre-fabricated piece that Dad has already worked on. So you ready to start welding? Okay, right before we get started on the welding aspect of this, one thing that I want to touch on real quick is make sure that you always have your safety equipment. As you can see, Dad is fully clothed top to bottom. He's got his leather boots on, his leather gloves. He's got his face shield that's going to protect him, and he's also got his homemade wrap on the back to make sure he doesn't get any metal shards going down through the neckline. So it's always super, super important. But when we're here on the ranch, one of the pieces of equipment that's important to us is a welder. And so Dad is a practicing expert. Can I say that? So there's been a lot of different welders Dad has worked with. This is, I would say, a relatively new one.
Yeah, I've had this one for about a year, and this is an Amazon special, lightweight wire feed, works very well, and we've got a lot of use out of it over the past year.
So this is a MiG 140 super inverter flux core welding machine. Wow, that was a mouthful. But as he said, you can find them on Amazon. They work really well. And so we're gonna get ready to put this to the test now. Have you had any problems with this?
And the only problem I've experienced is that when the wire is getting down close to the bottom on the feed reel, that it does not feed the wire very good. And in checking out, what I found was that the reel of wire is rubbing against the inside here. So what I've done is I've got this thicker washer added to it, and that helps hold the reel wire away from the back so it's not rubbing back here like it was before, and it seemed to correct my feed problem.
We're about to get started. We've got the welder set up, got the equipment on the Welding Master, we've got the gate in place, and so now let the fun begin. Make them sparks rain, Pops.
Perfect, almost.
So one thing, the reason why we had to adjust this prefabricated piece was because we didn't take into account this scab piece that was at the bottom, to where it raised or took a little bit of space away from us, about a 1/4 inch. So we have now made the adjustment. We're able to do the last weld, and we're almost done, which is good because the sun is going down. It's getting dark. One thing that we did before we get started with this last weld is, you can see the mark here. So you want to make sure this thing's centered up. You want to try to have as much support as we can, obviously, as, again, this gate is going to be used for very heavy animals, so we don't want to give up on any stability or strength within this gate. So we want to make sure everything is tight measurement wise and cleaned up, strong, so that we can contain these animals.
Now that all the welding is done, it's time to get a little paint on there to help protect it.
This is the finished product. You can see the welds down here and the weld right there. Been primered and ready to roll. Got to make sure you keep it nice and primed, just so that it doesn't rust, so we don't have another issue like last time. All right, Dad, you ready to drop that bad boy in?
Now let's do it.
All right, let's do it, he says. And you'll be able to see the channels that he's getting ready to drop it into is what guides it up and down as you're pulling the string. And we'll get a chance to look at the rope or the string here in just a minute, how that fits in place. What a beauty. So now one piece that we did not discuss is that pulley right there that he has and the attachment that goes to the bar. And that is a pivot point so that you can feed your rope through it, and it will go into the spring piece over here on the side, which is what keeps it latched tight so that it allows you to work independently. So we're going to go ahead and attach that rope. Dad's going to use some of his fancy navy knots. What kind of knot is that, Dad?
It was supposed to have been a double half hitch, but I don't know exactly.
A double half hitch with your own little touch.
Yeah.
As long as it stays on there, that's the most important part. All right, so if you pull on that rope, let's see if it retracts the pin. Okay, there you go. All right, perfect. All right, there you go. Another project that we can check off the list as complete. Bang. Thank you, Dad, for that work that was done on that tailgate. It actually was a project that spanned over a couple of nights, mainly because we try to shoot some of this so that you all can see what we do on a daily basis here at the farm. This piece of equipment right here is so important. We have 1,000-pound animals and some that are even bigger than that we have to find a way to control. And the way we do that is right here in this chute. This is where all the action takes place when we brand, when we administer medication, when we have to doctor them up because of pink eye. Whatever we have to do to the cow is because of this apparatus. Without this tool here on the farm, it would be near impossible to handle these cows. So thank you, Dad, for your hard work. I really appreciate it. Well, the sun is going down and the day is almost done here for recording, but we still got more work here behind me. The kids are working with the birds, getting them put away, the turkeys, ducks, feeding the pigs. That's the life on a farm. It just never stops. So we really appreciate you coming out to check us out. And one other comment I wanted to make that my dad wanted me to throw in here for you was that he wanted to make sure that you knew that he is referred to as a farm welder, not a professional welder. So if you're a professional welder and you see these welds and they don't meet your standards, that's okay. Here on the farm, we're all about things working, not necessarily looking the best, but we put our best effort into it, and sometimes it's above what we expect and sometimes it's not. But most of all, the message is don't quit, don't give up, and even if it's not perfect, keep on trying. You're going to keep on getting better. So again, I say thank you, Dad. And thank you for the watcher. I appreciate you coming out and supporting us each and every time that you watch these videos. It helps us and it helps our channel grow. So, hey, who likes good subscribers, good friends, and most of all, a working chute so that we can keep doing the work here on the farm? Farmers do. Granddad looks like Darth Vader over here staring at you. All right, that's good right there. Got him. Big fail.
Sorry.
All right, Dad. Here we go again.
Yours is, you having a problem with getting yours? Okay.
There you go. Are we ready? Dad, wait for me.
Oh, you want to ride?
Yeah. All right. Come on, man.
Oh no, I had to put it like
You don't have to do like limp neck. Good. There we go. Are we ready? Okay. Bro, are you seriously? Come on.
Yeah.
You're getting tired holding the microphone?
Mhm.
Okay. Can we please do this right? It's not that hard of a shot.
Yeah.